I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. I'm in a different office now. Things change, and when things change, we change with them, right? And that's one of the things that is kind of interesting about life, is that it never really stays the same. We think that we're going to be moving forward, moving this direction, moving this direction. Sometimes we move a totally different direction, but one thing's for sure, we're always changing. That's not what I wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about today was something that I've done, that has been part of my life, and that at various times has been a more active part of my life, and at other times has been a little less active, a little less consistent. But I was doing it today, and I used this process, and I thought it would be useful, especially in light of some of the other things that we've talked about before. The idea was that as I go through my day, I try to find a way, I try to find a process to center myself in what I'm going to accomplish during the course of the day. And oftentimes, that involves reviewing my list from the day and, going through all of the things that have to be done, blah, 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 that's fine. And most of us do that. I'm sure many of you do that. But in this particular case, what I decided to do is, in my car, before I got up and came into my office, came into the place that I work and sat in my office, I took a few moments. I took about 30 seconds. Car was still running, just parked in the parking lot, and I closed my eyes and I counted on my fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 with my fist. And I just counted through my I am statements. Now, for those of you that have been around on this channel for a long time, you know that when we talk about focus, we talk about going from a vision of what maybe an ideal moment might look like, what that snapshot would be, and then bringing that down into eventually an I am statement that kind of summarizes the feelings around that moment, that snapshot, and that also is connected to some feeling of beginning point for action. It's not important that you necessarily do them all the same as I do, or even that they resemble anybody else's. What's important is that your I am statements, or at least let me say it this way. What's important to me is that my I am statements really work around my idea of what I'm working toward is all about. And as we've talked about in this environment before, there are I try to use 6 areas: spiritual, family, business, physical, mental, emotional, and social. And I just counted them off: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and reminded myself of those as I was getting ready to leave my car and get involved with my day. I did not realize until today how valuable that time can be. It's very centering, and centering is being centered is one of my big values. It's very calming, and that also is one of my big values. Those 2 values, being centered and being calm, for me are very, very important, because I find I do my best work when I'm centered and thinking about what really matters, and when I am calm, not allowing myself to be frustrated and frazzled. That exercise, taking the time to identify what my I am statements are, what my focus for my life and for my activity is, really helped me bring in some calm and some centeredness. I don't know if that's going to matter for you or not, but it was something that was very useful. It has been very useful throughout my life. It has been very useful for me before I move into another space, before I shift gears in the day. It's been very useful. And so today, as I was thinking about that, I thought, I really want to share that. So hopefully that will be useful for you. If it's useful for you, I hope that you find a way to use that. And if you'd like to reach out and say, hey, Todd, I'd like more information about how to do some of those other pieces, more than welcome to reach out, and we'll do some other videos perhaps around those. In the meantime, this has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.